In, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Start Building Me, my nightly training session to convince you that exercise and diet are mandatory parts of your life, and you really got to do it, folks. No ifs and no buts, but it's pretty easy, it's pretty quick, and that's what I'm doing here. It's going to be 15-20 minutes every night, Monday through Friday, sometimes at the weekends, depending on how much interest I get. I will be exercising 7 days a week nonetheless, but you don't have to do that much. That's my whole point, is just to get you into the healthy habit of exercise and diet. Ask as many questions as you want. I am a broken record. I never stop talking about this stuff, folks, because it is the biggest killer, and it's not even that silent. Statistically, we see it every day as data analysts in healthcare. 60%, as I'm always saying, or more of our healthcare budget goes towards sedentary lifestyle and overconsumption. These two categories alone are what is responsible to contribute to metabolic disorder, aka sort of being overweight, obesity, sedentary lifestyle sort of stuff. Overconsumption, obviously, that goes without saying, so you really want to focus on your diet and exercise, folks. Do it before it's too late, please. As working in healthcare for almost 20 years, you see people get to the stage where they've let it get too late, and by the time it gets to that stage, folks, really, you know, the surgical solutions and the doctor's solutions are not going to be what you want to have. So without further ado, let's get going, because I've got stuff to do, you know, mover and shaker. No, I'm not. Hey Jazz, good to see you in the house. Let's get going with some squats. Might do some threes today. It's Monday after all, just easing back into it after the normal weekend. Not as fantastic as that long weekend was previously. I believe we've got Anzac Day coming up in Australia. Not this week, maybe next week. We'll see how that goes. That would be nice. Anyway, what did I get up to? I rewatched Whiplash last night. That's a really cool movie. Sort of supposed to be the Juilliard School of Music, a fictional version of that. I can't remember what it is called, but it's got, I was going to say J.K. Rowling, but it's not. It's J.K. Simmons or J.J. Simmons? J.K. Simmons? The guy from Oz. Roll call, jazzercise, star jump in the house. The evening greeting of a few squats. Keep it going, keep the exercise going, folks, and we'll keep the dialogue going. That is where I come in, but that's where you come in as well, folks. Banter. The more banter, the better. As Sanity, aka Auntie Kim, took the lads to on a bushwalk today, and a snake bit Dale. No concern though, it was not a venomous snake. Not a venomous snake, I repeat. I was driving the car when the message popped up, and I just had to block it out because Big Black, aka Diamond Dale Houdini Gordon, where the concept of losing the big fella was too much to do whilst doing my work at the same time, but he's alive and well, smelling better than ever, and fancier than ever, having a good whinge at me on the rug before I came to the Start Building Me studio. Anyway, sitting back into your heels, weight goes to the outside of your feet. That's why you've got arches in your feet, folks. Drive your toes, the side of your feet, and your heels into the ground. Take a deep breath. That's the essence of a squat. Really, the Dale prevails. He sure does. All 43.6 kilos of him, apparently, according to the vet. But yeah, he's still looking good. Doesn't look like he needs to diet. But man, maybe I should insure him. Insure his legacy. 1, 2, 3. I went back to the gym tonight. Did some leg press, trying to strengthen my tendons a little bit before going back to climbing, before getting back into my own rebuild after taking the last month hiatus. I will do my introduction back into rebuild after my month off, explaining what it was that made me take my month off. When you start getting tendon issues, flexibility issues, that's when it's worth taking a break rather than getting bursitis or tendonitis. Does find me. Totally. Yeah. Big Dale. He's not the spirit animal for no reason, that's for sure. But they just bound off into the bush, you know. It's like, I can't stop them. You're like, hey, don't! Brown snake's gonna kill you, you idiots. I'm gonna stand a little bit wider, try to keep my back straighter. And breathe, folks. If you're first timers at Start Building Me, just come and have a big breath. Block out the media, block out the BS that you're hearing all around you on social media. Forget about it for the time you're here. And if that's all you get from Start Building Me, then that's actually a pretty good thing to get from Start Building Me, as my whole mantra here is that exercise and diet will in turn relax you and improve your sleep and help your mind effectively. Just like breathing, right? So even if you're not able to exercise, and I've had people here who aren't able to exercise, and we've tried to figure out different exercises that they can do over the last few years. And I like, as Little Duval, the comedian, said, breathing's achieving. And it really is. Just take a load off. Just forget about social media, forget about work, forget about your relationships, forget about everything, just for your time. I'm not a huge fan of Tony Robbins, but he had that concept of an hour of power, and that's like here. It's a virtual Start Building Me Maroubra studio, just to kick back, forget about the garbage for a few minutes, hopefully try and get the blood pumping through your body a little bit as well, and then get back to whatever it is you're doing, whatever that may be. What am I going to do? I'm going to have 2-minute noodles. Very exciting. Very exciting middle-aged folks. 2-minute noodles, maybe pat my dogs. Already had a shower. Very exciting start to the week. Maybe a little bit too exciting, having some damn tropical anaconda come out of the woodwork and kill my damn dog. Nice try. We should have never have outlawed firearms. There should be 12 gauges with snake shots in them in every car. I'm not sure. I think snakes are even protected. I know crocodiles are. 2, 3, 4, 5. Stretch out your ligaments, your tendons in your legs. Folks, we are competing against gravity, but specifically competing against ourselves and our performance yesterday. That's all exercise is. We are trying to improve ourselves, and we're competing against ourselves. If you're a professional, 1, you're probably not going to be here. 2, you can still benefit from this because you'll be also competing against yourself and your performance yesterday. That's what athletes do. They're just trying to break their own personal best at the same time whilst engaging with some sort of team sport, or it could be, you know, an individual sport like sprinting or running or high jump or whatever, boxing. So it's important to, you know, to get this stuff out of your mind and just focus on yourself. It sounds sort of counterintuitive even. Yeah, that's damn snakes. I'm gonna dream of snakes tonight. Folks, you know what's gonna happen? The snake's gonna be strangling me. Well, that wouldn't be a bad dream. It would be worse if it was strangling Dale again. Sitting back into your heels, looking up. Ugh, that weird optical parallax that I hate. That's why I think I ended up doing it like that. Doesn't look as weird when I'm looking at myself in the stream. Questions are decadent, but please feel free to ask relevant questions. The bot's back on, folks. It's on fire. Ripping out Simpsons quotes as well. That was, I believe, the Krusty Sweatshop in China. Questions are decadent. Wah! Fast hands mean less whipping. Wah! I'm not. I mean, I'm tough, but on a sort of what was that guy's name? Richard Simmons? Russell Simmons? No, Russell Simmons is the that rap record. Richard Simmons, that's who I am. The drum and bass Richard Simmons, death metal Richard Simmons. Dun, 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 dun. But that's what terrifies me and is also a big part of Start Building Me. If I'm the drum and bass Richard Simmons, then what are 90% of the other males? I may not be alpha male, folks. But there's many other Greek letters underneath me, that's for sure, of people that inhabit this world. Oh, you damn emoticons and snakes. Terrifying me. Grip strength is the most important strength after cardiovascular strength. I don't talk about it on Start Building Me daily training sessions unless asked. But ask why and stay tuned. It is very true. Grip strength is the most important thing, and it's why stuff like kettlebell swings are so good. If you're just, doing any sort of basic kettlebell swing, it doesn't have to be too intense. You just have to sort of keep your back straight. Anything that's strengthening your grip, folks, and by grip I'm talking about hand grip, I'm not talking about colloquialism for cash, in the hood. Yo, where my grip? How much grip you got? That's about as white sounding as possible, folks. I'm just thinking of Grand Theft Auto. They always talk about, oh wait, hang on. Is grip gun or money? I'm pretty sure it's money. I'm thinking of that Snoop Dogg and Dr. Dre song. You're gonna be wanting some of my grip, but you can save that shit. I think they're talking about money though, yeah. Grip. Grip is money. I don't know why. I guess because you grip it? Maybe. White Boy Dave tries to explain 90s rap lyrics on stream when he should be doing squats and focusing on pumping the blood around your body, folks. Why? Because exercise is essential for your biochemistry to work. It reduces your chances of getting metabolic disease, metabolic disorders, which in turn cause cancer, dementia, all kinds of issues. You have to exercise, folks. It's not just some Instagram fad, even though those turkeys try to tell you to buy stuff and subscribe to stuff. I'm trying to undercut them all because I don't hate them. That would be a bit strong. I don't approve of their method when they're trying to act like charlatans and swindle people. Really, this should all be free, You should be encouraged to do it because, as I said, you don't want to get down the path to realize that just with a bit of exercise and just occasionally watching what you eat, you will improve your life. It's guaranteed, right? I'm not going to stand here citing different studies about why diet and exercise are essential. You can Google that and Google will laugh at you. Or you can go and ask ChatGPT and ChatGPT will laugh at you and probably come and gag you and drag you away soon enough. And they'll be like, this guy is so dumb if he's asking if you've got to exercise and diet for life. That's a given, right? But what isn't a given, which I've realized, is exactly what's involved. A lot of people are confused because there are so many charlatans online trying to mislead people, trying to sell them elixirs, my infamous, hated, famous spandex, all kinds of garbage like that. I just want you to realize that, you can just be walking backwards, one of my favorite exercises, because it teaches you to walk properly, walking forwards, doing some push-ups, doing some squats. This is all you have to do, folks. This is essential, but you have to do it, as always. Sally star jump, using foul language. Timed out star jump for a minute. Wonder what you said. Must have been disgraceful. the bot. This is a youth channel, Sally Star Jump. Don't be uncouth. Oh, I didn't like that one bit. All right, I'm gonna do 10 more squats and then do some push-ups, and we can get out of here. And I'm gonna have some 2-minute noodles. Already had my protein, that was quite good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And got my heart rate up to 158 on a run. That was a good start for the day. Didn't want to overcook the chook. Swing. Stretch out my hamstrings for a second. 16 minutes on the clock, folks. Might just go just slightly beyond 20 tonight. That's just another 4 minutes. So let's see what we've got. Bit of a stretch. Do your push-ups off your knees. If you cannot do strict push-ups, you're still pushing the blood around your body, folks. Spread your fingers and breathe. This is absolutely fine if you cannot do strict push-ups. You might want to find out which angle suits you best. So at a right angle like that will make it easier, and the further out you go like this will make it a little bit easier. It will make you breathe, it will make you strain. That's the whole purpose of it, as I lie here like a kangaroo. Grip. Real grip. 17 minutes on the clock, 3 minutes left. How many push-ups have you got, if any? You might just want to sit here and consider what you're going to do after Start Building Me, or have a good breathe. I've been reading, and by reading I mean listening on audiobook to Peter Attia's book. A doctor turned managerial consultant turned back to a doctor, I believe, or author, or maybe a researcher. I don't think he actually practices medicine anymore. I think it's called Lifespan, or something to that effect. Very good, talking about dementia, talking about cancers, talking about all the stuff that I talk about on Start Building Me. And what is so cool about this book is this guy's a genius, like a very smart dude. And all he's talking about is more advanced sort of concepts of what I'm teaching here on Start Building Me. He's just talking about the fact that you've got to exercise, that it is by far the most potent thing that you can be doing to improve your quality of life and lifespan. And that's exactly why I'm doing this, is because I just realize that people take it for granted and they really shouldn't. And you've got to exercise every day. 1 more minute on the clock at 19. What do you got left, folks? Pump some blood around your body. I'm gonna go and hang out with my dying mutt, who isn't dying at all, but he loves the attention. I think our sanity's coming through on 4th, but almost taken Ben over. Ben's been too busy with work. We've got the Jazz, Sally Star Jump, S Sanity, 1, 2, 3 placements looking good. Coming up towards the half-year mark, or the quarters. Got to figure out some sort of prize system. As it's beta testing. I think gift cards would be cool for kids, because they can actually use it on stuff. and I'll be able to just shill to Woolworths and stuff like that. It could just be food, you know. In this time where it looks like we're about to hop into a recession, you've got to be careful with gift cards. From what I've been told, gift cards can be traded for illicit drugs, and that's not what I'm trying to have happen to people who game the Start Building Me system when I start doing tours around schools. I don't want these whippersnappers trading it in for Yandy. I know that's what these fiends will do. Anyway, I'm going to do 10 more and get out of here. 10 more push-ups. Like and subscribe if you haven't. I'm here Monday to Friday. Check it out. If you're here on live repeat, doesn't matter. I love you wherever you are. Thanks for considering Start Building Me and the fact that you can improve your life with diet and exercise. It's a guarantee, folks. I wouldn't be doing this if it didn't work. I know it works because I've tried and tested it my entire life, and everybody I know has as well. It's nothing mystical or magical about it, folks. Exercise and diet is essential for life. 10 more push-ups. Take it easy. Have a great night. I'll see you back here tomorrow. Ask any questions if you feel like it. I'll get my rebuild series back on. Maybe do my first video tomorrow. But right now I want 2-minute noodles. Have a great night.